Despite being separated for several months, Caleb Willingham died, age 40, on 30 June 2023, before he could divorce or rekindle his marriage to Tammy Slaton. Tammy and her older sister Amy gained prominence as the stars of 1,000 Pound Sisters, the TLC reality TV show that premiered on 1 January 2020. The TV series focused on weight loss and touching on why the two sisters reached such a staggering weight. During the 4 seasons aired so far, Amy lost a drastic amount of weight through weight loss surgery, workouts, and a proper diet, and was 275 pounds, or 125 kilograms, when season 3 ended. She gained weight following her second pregnancy, after which she split from her husband of 4 years, Michael Halterman, in March 2023. Thankfully, Amy revealed around May 15th this year that she'd lost 125 pounds, or 55 kilograms, and the image she uploaded suggested that she's now slimmed to about 220 pounds, or about 100 kilograms. Conversely, Tammy made excuses and seemed to be trying diets but not making significant progress. That changed in January 2022, during the season 3 finale, when Tammy nearly died after she suddenly stopped breathing. Her COVID-19 infection worsened her symptoms, and the doctors barely saved her life by putting her into a medically induced coma for a few days. That near-death experience flipped the switch in Tammy. She checked into an Ohio-based weight loss center for a few months after the incident. Today, she's lost over 400 pounds, or about 180 kilograms, compared to her peak weight of about 700 pounds, or 320 kilograms. Rehabilitating from her food addiction also changed her life unexpectedly. She met Caleb at the clinic. They fell in love quickly and passionately, became engaged a few months later in October 2022, and married the following month. TLC aired the nuptials on 21 March 2023. Tammy allegedly filed for divorce in May, and rumors were confirmed shortly afterwards. She reportedly moved on with the TikTok star, Greg Morgan, leaving Caleb devastated and struggling with excess weight. However, before they could complete the legal procedure to divorce, Caleb passed away, and Tammy publicly celebrated his short life about a month later. Here's what happened. Tammy and Caleb had known each other for only about a year and were married for just 5 or 6 months before they went their separate ways. Tammy had had enough of Caleb's unwillingness to stay on track with his weight loss progress, but his death still rattled her. TLC likely mandated her silence, as they wanted to feature Caleb and Greg Morgan, Tammy's alleged rebound boyfriend, in the show's 5th season. However, when Caleb died, Tammy became much more open. She appreciated his friendship and support, and seemed genuinely anguished, even crying uncontrollably at his funeral. Greg also denied the dating allegations via his TikTok account, criticizing followers for not allowing two people to be friends rather than lovers. Caleb's death remains without an official cause, meaning that his family didn't want to make it public, or that TLC wanted to make his death a notable part of the 5th season storyline, so they asked the family to remain vague. When Tammy arrived, Caleb had been at the Windsor Lane Rehabilitation Center in Gibbonsburg, Ohio, for at least a year. Still, they didn't see each other even in passing for some time, mainly because Caleb mostly stayed in his room, and Tammy focused on recovery and weight loss. Following her breathing problems, doctors inserted a tube into Tammy's neck and windpipe, which needed to heal. Destiny evidently intervened when her neck wound became infected, forcing her into a longer recovery. Simultaneously, Caleb lost weight and improved his health, so began spending more time in the center's halls. He later admitted to Tammy that his best friend's wife found her on social media, and that her journey inspired him to lose weight and eventually approach her. Tammy called it a bit stalkerish, but wasn't mad that he looked. Sparks flew when they met, but love was only a part of why Caleb and Tammy got together. Having a common struggle with food and many adverse events in life strengthened their bond. Additionally, they were on the same recovery path, apparently doing very well, and had nowhere else to be but the clinic. Caleb proposed to her in the clinic's parking lot, so she might have felt pressured to say yes. With that in mind, the distance started a conflict when Caleb continued his treatment while Tammy checked out after 14 months. Viewers at home, bloggers, and Tammy's sister understandably had several concerns when Tammy married Caleb on 20 November 2022. Most agreed the two working towards the same goal would have much in common and be great partners, and mainly criticized Tammy's emotionally driven decision to become engaged after only a few months of meeting Caleb for the first time, and marrying him a month after the engagement. They pointed out that things developed too quickly, and they should have waited to see how they handled problems in the real world. Most people were concerned that the two would feed off their addictions or distract each other, slowing their progress. That was a genuine concern considering that no one would supervise their diet and exercise plans, and they wouldn't have financial pressures to hit their milestones. Most importantly, someone close to Tammy had reservations. Amy wondered whether Caleb had ulterior motives, and why he loved Tammy so much. However, after meeting him, she realized that Caleb genuinely loved her sister, stating that she appreciated how he changed Tammy's life. Ignoring mounting troubles and following her feelings was why Tammy's weight spiraled to endangering her life. While she became better at controlling her actions in that regard, those did not extend to her romantic life. Tammy seemed ecstatic to be in love and glowed with satisfaction when Caleb confessed that he would love her at any size. Besides the rushed wedding at the clinic, her first drastic move was a name change. In early April, a week or two following the episode documenting her marital ceremony, Tammy changed her name to Tammy Willingham on social media and proudly stated, "They all knew me as Tammy Slaton, but now they will all know me as Mrs. Tammy Willingham." Unfortunately, discord had been brewing for a while behind the scenes, but Tammy didn't realize that until she returned home to Kentucky. At that point, Tammy had lost nearly 300 pounds, or 135 kilograms, while Caleb reportedly did well, but then gained about 30 pounds, or 14 kilograms, after she left. Even worse, he allegedly gave up on fixing his situation, so he stopped following his program, and his health declined again. Tammy put up with it for a while, hoping that her husband would see the error of his ways and get back on track. That didn't happen, and Caleb made their marriage more difficult by allegedly threatening divorce during their fights, but later pulling back, indicating emotional manipulation. Amy and Amanda Halterman, the half-sister who also appeared in the show, pointed out all the problems to Tammy, who saw their point, and confronted Caleb about what their life together would become. She realized that she would be his caretaker, despite struggling to tend to her own needs without outside help, and being on a complex health improvement journey herself. Knowing that she had signed a prenuptial agreement to protect their assets, eventually Tammy didn't hesitate to tell Caleb that she wanted a divorce. Tammy, Amy, and the rest of the family were silent about the divorce, and the audience would have to learn about it in Season 5, for which Caleb had signed a contract. However, he couldn't hold back and conveyed his sadness using Facebook and spilling the beans to his friends and followers, writing in a since-deleted post, "Delete me from friends if you were here only for my wife. We are married by paper only right now. Her decision, not mine. It was more than that. I'm hurt, mad, confused, and alone, even with around others." He afterwards thanked his followers for their prayers, love, and support. His Facebook profile also revealed that he liked to go by nicknames Killa K and Double K. That confirmed previous insider information that Tammy felt as if she was single because Caleb didn't want to work on himself. The insider also stated that Tammy didn't want a long-distance relationship, and Caleb didn't recognize the urgency. So he showed no signs of leaving the clinic or, at the very least, moving to a rehab center in Kentucky. When Tammy didn't reply, fans assumed that they were handling the legal issues and that TLC urged them not to discuss the situation. However, reconciliation was unlikely because Caleb didn't move to Kentucky to live with Tammy, and they began falling back into previous routines and living separate lives. Tammy had financial issues, had lost her Kentucky home after somebody broke into it in February 2023, and she could no longer pay the rent. About a month after the break-in, following her sister's struggles with her impending divorce, the two sisters moved into a 1,372 square foot, or 127 square meter home that the Halterman relatives generously provided. That situation fit them perfectly, as they needed more money. Tammy wanted to score a book deal about her weight loss journey. At the same time, Amy sought to spend more time off-screen, single-handedly raising her two sons, Gage Dion Halterman, born in November 2020, and Glenn Allen Halterman in January 2022. Unsurprisingly, both sought a better-paying contract from TLC for the upcoming season, or seasons. Tammy announced Caleb's death via her Instagram account, @QueenTammy86, on 1 July 2023, with several photos of them at the clinic. Tammy wrote that he was a sweet angel who will forever be missed and loved, and thanked him for showing her genuine love and happiness. A week later, she posted a vague image that said, "Even though we don't talk every day because you live far away, you're on my mind until each day's end. I'm proud to say you are my friend." That resonated with Tammy's previous statement. "Our wedding day was perfect, and there was so much love in the room because I literally married my best friend." She also told People magazine that Caleb became her guardian angel at the clinic, and is now really watching over her. Tammy also replied to fans' TikTok comments confirming that she truly loved him, but was somewhat relieved that he was no longer in pain and in a better place. Despite appearing in the 4th season in connection with Tammy and signing a new contract, Caleb preferred a private life. Although his death wasn't entirely unexpected, Caleb's younger brother, known under his artist name I Am Will C, was shocked that he had to announce the disheartening news, writing that he couldn't believe that he was even making this post, but that God had called his big brother home. The younger brother added that they considered themselves champions of a fictional WWF league as the tag team entitled the W Boys, and that Caleb was his biggest supporter. Caleb's stepmother, Shirley, confirmed that Caleb died, but didn't specify the cause. His brother's Facebook post contained a picture of Caleb in a recording studio, with a hat typical for hip-hop artists. That suggested that he wanted to break into the hip-hop industry under the artistic names mentioned above. Considering that the brother was an artist, producer, and engineer at Bionic Entertainment, Caleb had the assistance to reach his goals. Caleb's brother also revealed his weight loss progress, showing before and after pictures from February to November 2014, which prompted him to maintain his desired physique. In a controversial but unsurprising move, TLC filmed the memorial service for Caleb in late July. People magazine exclusively reported it on 3 August, speculating that it will be the staple of Season 5. They noted that Amy held Tammy's hand as they both appeared in black dresses next to Caleb's friends and family. Tammy carried a bouquet and sobbed with Amy, and an insider revealed that Tammy had been crushed by the realization that it could have been her if she hadn't committed to her diet and exercise plan in time. Caleb had been cremated at the Ohio facility where he died, so the memorial service only had his ashes. Tammy picked them up with Chris Combs, her half-brother, a week earlier as his legal wife. Tammy also planned a private celebration of life in Kentucky, which may not have been filmed, as Tammy and Amy got into a physical fight on 14 July, prompting TLC to issue a 6-week-long filming hiatus. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.